second round of practice for your AFT singles presented by Kicker Class. Here comes group number 2. They'll be led out by the 79 Dalton Gauthier, the 100 Walker Porter, 15 Justin Anselmi, 249 Skylar Sintel, 46 Reese Podorf, 132 Bronson Pierce, 43 Jacob Vandequay, 101 Caleb Barton, and the 42 that's Lightning McLean Drucker. Scotty, roll 1. racetrack. 79 is Gautier, the 100 Walker Porter. 15 Justin Anselmi from Lodi, California. 249 Skylar Sintel from Michigan. 46 Reese Podor from Kansas. 132 Bronson Pierce from the Pacific Northwest. Oh, sorry, California guy. 43 Jacob Vandequay from Ohio. 101 Caleb Martin from Ohio. And the 42 is McLean Drucker from Illinois. Upper AFT singles class. Gautier in the 79, Porter's on the 100, Anselmi 15, Sintel 249, Podor 46, Bronson Pierce 132, Vandequay's on the 43, Caleb Martin 101, and McLean Drucker on the 42 bike. Your starting lineup looks like this for heat race number 2. On the poles, the 49 of Chad Coast. Starting second is the Canadian rider, 24, Hunter Bauer. 83, Braden Fanders. The 63, Jared Lowe. Row 2, 249, Skylar Sintel. 21, Trevor Bruner. The 15, Justin Anselmi. And the 101 of Kayla Martin. And at the back of the pack, number 42 is McLean Drucker. Those are the riders who have qualified for heat race number 2. number 100 of Walker Porter. Starting second, the 15, Justin Anselmi. 43, Jacob Vandekoy. 101, Kayla Martin. Row number 2, Bronson Pierce was in a transfer spot before he fell off. He's starting 5th. And the 42 of McLean Drucker. 6 bikes, top 4 to the main event is your last chance to qualify. Here comes McLean Drucker up the inside of the 42 bike.
Yeah, it's going to be Jacob Vanderkoy in the back right now. He just needs to take his time, calm the nerves, and just slow down. Trying to go up the inside. Jacob Vanderkoy's got that rotor glowing. He's using so much brake pressure already on the 3rd lap in this one. Caleb Martin's got one room between him and going home.
Caleb Martin sitting in the 3rd spot. Bronson Pierce is on the bubble right now. McLean Drucker looking for a way in on the 42 bike. Here comes McLean, sends it in deep. And man, that rotor is glowing red on that 43. I just saw it for the first time.
Yeah, he's been using that brake a lot throughout this race. And Bronson Pierce has the pace, but he needs to get by Caleb Martin quickly, but he cannot get too much back and forth with it because Drucker is there and ready to attack.
Yeah, Bronson Pierce looks like maybe needs to go around the outside of the 101. He's just not has the corner speed that he had earlier in the heat race, and maybe after he fell off, he decided to slow down a little bit. Now he looks up the inside. Bronson Pierce, he's an FIM Supermoto rider. He is going good on the 132 bike. The A1R teammate to the 26 of Aiden Rusev's up there in that, trying to get that final transfer spot.
Yeah, Drucker's really getting that thing spun up. He's not going to be able to go forward that way. Jacob Vanderkoy does the same thing there off of there.
Watch the 42 and the 43. Like swapping the front
I've
end.
seen a lot going on between the two in the back there. There's a lot of sideways. Drucker's not happy with it.
Yeah, the 43 he was complaining a little bit. So they're still talking about it down the back straightaway. I'm sure they'll have a nice dinner later.